Hello, welcome back everybody, and thank you for joining me on this. I decided to go back to Suikoden to keep things fresh, at least for me, because I was getting a little tired of just, pumping out the same thing over and over and over, and while on top of working on this new project that I'm doing. And so, last episode on Suikoden V, we reported on what we had seen at Lord Lake, and yes, it was a complete disaster. Everything was just absolutely destroyed. And so now we are left to our own, and what we have to do is visit our little sister Limslia. But of course, as you can see, she's not here in her room. I can't believe I have, like, everything still memorized from this game, the layout and all that. Oh, Prince Annam, did you see the princess? No. Isn't Lim here? Oh, no, this is awful. You must have just missed each other. Until just a little while ago, the princess was waiting here for you to visit, Prince Annam. But she got tired of waiting and went off with Lady Miyake's to look for you. Could you go see if you can find her, Prince? Okay, so I might get a little stuck. No. Okay, I do remember what I need to do. This is not it, though. I just wanted to see what happened. Oh, Prince Annam. Yeah, she's going to tell me that Lady Sayaleeds is asleep. And you're going to get pushed back. No, just let her sleep. It's nothing. Okay, I didn't think you were going to have this much dialogue. I just wanted to see what would happen. It's been a while since I played this game. So, from what I remember, because games like this have a lot of little, hey, you have to do this to progress the story, but it doesn't tell you what you need to do. So you end up getting lost, running around, talking to everybody. Now, if I remember correctly, I don't at me on this, okay? I believe I have to talk to this guy and just everything that he has to says, then I go back, and then either she'll be at her room area, or we might have to find her near the Queen's Knights area. I cannot remember 100%, but yeah. Ah, Prince Annam, what an unusual pleasure to see you here. Well, you've come all the way. The least I can do is share a bit of knowledge about runes. So, what is it you want to know? There's a whole bunch of stuff with runes. Basically, so in this world, in this series, runes are your form of magic. You have tons of just regular, any old day runes that you could just buy at a shop, anything like that. The big important thing with these games that really stuck out were the 27 true runes. Now, at least within this queendom here, the top dog rune in one of the most powerful of the 27 true runes is already bestowed upon the queen's forehead, as you saw, and it's so powerful it's already starting to, like, consume her, like, take over her mind and stuff, as you saw last episode. It basically, as it says, it has the power of the sun. It obliterated that entire region, that whole area of Lord Lake. Nothing but just desert. It's awful. Oh, the other two, though, is the Dawn Rune and the Twilight Rune. What are runes exactly? Well, in a nutshell, you probably know all about how the world is made up of forces, right? Water, wind, earth, competing and combining with each other, these forces together shape everything. Now, each rune symbolizes one of those forces, so they say. Of course, the runes predate humanity, so no one really knows for sure. Is that a rune on Mother's forehead? As you already know, I already explained that. Well, you see, one who bears a rune upon their body gains the ability to harness that rune's power. The water rune grants the power of water. The wind rune, the power of wind. You get the idea? So you can imagine what the sun rune does. That's right, the power of the sun itself. And that's what Her Majesty used on Lord Lake when That's another matter entirely. Yeah, he didn't he didn't want to get caught off guard. He doesn't want that power used on him, dude. What are the 3 runes of Felena? Twilight rune, yes, okay. I said dusk rune because, I mean, hand in hand with dawn, dusk, but twilight, yes. You must mean the sun rune, the dawn rune, and the twilight rune. Well, the sun rune is blessed. You see, it brings the queendom of Felena prosperity. And the dawn rune and twilight rune bring the queendom protection, or so the legend says. Unlike most runes, those 3 are each unique and incredibly powerful. Especially the sun rune. No other rune anywhere near here comes close. Some people even say it's one of the true... what? Obviously it's one of the true runes, bro. You don't be all obliterating... You don't obliterate whole regions like that without it being a true rune. You can't do that kind of stuff with a regular rune, dude. All born together with the world of the dawn at time, yes. Perhaps we should leave it at that for today. If we delve too deeply into things like this, we'll end up talking forever. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I think we're gonna go down. We're gonna check the Queen's Knights area. No, wait a minute. Oh, there should be stairs in this area as well. I believe this is like where my bedroom area is. Queen's Knights should be bottom area. Oh yes, I remember this area well. When we catch up to this area, you'll definitely know what I mean. Yes, here we go, I told you. This is with a new character that's about to be introduced. One of my favorites as well. But heavens, whatever is to be done about Her Majesty's whims? Indeed, sending the prince off to the provinces for an inspection? What could she have been thinking? Don't tell me she's considering getting him involved in politics someday. Ha! Lord Godwin and Lord Burrows would never stand for that. A third player in their little tug-of-war? Not just any third player. A royal male, no less. Ridiculous. Yes, a Felanian royal male. They've always been useless, waving to the crowds. That's all they're good for. Yeah, I told you, see? Well, that and marrying off to foreigners. Seriously, the prince is as good as dead wood. How rightly you speak. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, how rightly I speak. Just openly speaking.
Ah, you boys look like you're having fun. If you're gonna speak your mind, you should really pay attention to where you are. You never know, some rogue knight might slip out of the guard room and come passing by. Okay?
Woo, Kyle! Kyle's freaking awesome. He's gonna be the pervert of the group, just like any old stereotype back in these days. Like watching Inuyasha, you got Moroku and things like that, you know? Kyle? What are you talking about? We were just standing around having a little chat, that's all. Well, yeah, but I can't exactly ignore what you're chatting about. Me being a Queen's Knight and all. You know, the part about the prince being as good as dead. What? Don't be ridiculous. We never said anything of the kind. Of course not. Not as good as dead. About as good as dead would, he said. Shut up, you idiot. Oh, dead wood. Okay, well, no one's gonna care that you said that. Not even Her Majesty? Sir Kyle, no. Please, no. I'm begging you, please. What'll it take to keep this quiet? Do dance. Seriously, right now, do dance. No, just kidding. Look, I don't want to be a tattletale. So just try not to badmouth anybody, eh? Especially right where I can hear you, which is pretty much everywhere. Yes, sir. Of course, we'll be good. We promise. Now, if you'll just excuse us. Goodbye. Oh, pay no mind that I'm literally standing right behind the corner as they were talking about me. Hey, Prince, Leon, you can come out now. Isn't that creepy how, like, he seems like the relaxed pervert kind of person, but, he's actually really sharp in the mind kind of thing, you know? He knew we were standing there, eavesdropping. Wow. They talk like that in the halls now? Thank you, Kyle. You didn't have to do that. Thank you, Kyle. I'm just doing my job. Then, hey, all that stuff they said. Don't worry about it. Court's filled with those kind of losers. Spend all your time worrying about each individual one, and your hair's gonna fall out. Kyle. Oh, yeah, by the way. A little late now, but, welcome home, Your Highness, Leon. Thank you. Hey, you guys should come visit the Queen's Knight's guard room with me. Been a while, right? Yeah, see, I told you, the guards room, that's where we needed to go. Sure, I'd like that. I'd better go see Lim first. Okay, so either way, I already know she's going to be there, so... Oh, you're looking for the princess. In that case, you really should go to the guard room. You guys keep missing each other, right? Going back and forth. If you wait in the guard room, she's bound to find you there eventually. So, let's go. Either way, we were going to the guard's room. Didn't matter. Kyle joined the party! I like how it showed us walking off, and then we just stopped walking so we can control him again. Alrighty, right. A little pausing, no worries. Man, these loading screens were pretty good, though, for back, like, this long ago.
His Royal Highness. Hey.
George!
Huh. Where's His Majesty, Ferret?
He went out through the back. He's a busy man, you know.
Always, always.
Never mind that. Kyle, where have you been?
Shut up, Elenia.
Me? Nowhere. Just wanted to see the prince, that's all.
That's all? Do you always take your duty so lightly?
Your Royal Highness.
Galleon!
Sir, you must be exhausted after your inspection of Lord Lake.
Of course, man.
Actually, I should have accompanied you on your trip, but His Majesty didn't give me the order.
Of course he didn't. After all, Lord Lake is your hometown, isn't it, Galleon? Ferret wouldn't make you go there. The guy's not heartless, you know.
Yes, but I have already been back there once. His Majesty needn't protect me.
But Galleon, I don't see how you could ever come to terms with it.
Man.
It's been 2 years, but the Queen still won't even let them rebuild. Man, talk about heartless.
Hold your tongue, Kyle.
Elenia?
Her Majesty imposed a suitable punishment on those traitors, plain and simple. She did what a queen has to do. And we, the Queen's Knights, have no business second-guessing her.
Yeah, that's what you say, Elenia, but...
Silence, Kyle. No matter the circumstances, the fact remains that the people of Lord Lake committed treason. They must serve their penance.
I'm sorry, guys, but I think the Queen went way too far.
Kyle, how dare you disrespect our queen? The Sun Rune is proof enough that this nation and Her Majesty have Heaven's divine blessing. It's only natural the rune's judgment would come down on anyone who dares defy Her Majesty's authority. If you ask me, I don't think Her Majesty has used the Sun Rune enough.
Yeah, because you're
right.
crazy.
You're starting to sound just like Lord Godwin.
Exactly.
And on that note, I don't know if I can trust a knight who's merely a pawn of the Godwin family.
Insolent fool! You're one to talk, saying how you're just a mouthpiece for the Boros family.
Ridiculous. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
That will be enough. Do you realize how disgracefully you're acting in front of His Royal Highness?
No,
We are
please, do
terribly
go on.
sorry, Your Highness.
But yeah, dude, the freaking voice acting in this game, I absolutely love it. I think they all did a pretty damn spectacular job. Apology accepted. No, that's all right. We'll be more
You are most
lenient.
kind, Your Highness.
You hear that evil, creepy music?
But we should be protecting the royal family. not getting involved in private quarrels that might affect our duties.
Nope, 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 nope.
Kyle, especially you.
Huh? Me?
Nah, bro, Kyle's chill.
Your manner of speaking sounds like criticism of Her Majesty. You should restrain yourself a little.
That's all right, Zahak. Please, everybody, continue.
Your
See, told you.
commandership.
Don't mind me. As you were. As you all know, Her Majesty has been troubled ever since the split between the two factions of the Senate. The Godwin faction has been gaining more and more power recently, which has caused Her Majesty much anger. At a time like this, Her Majesty wants true loyalty from us, the Queen's Knights. Some people may believe that knights must give absolute obedience to their master. But that's not true loyalty. True loyalty means being able to speak openly about what you think is right, what you think is wrong. Of course, I'd be upset with any fool who thought he could criticize Her Majesty wherever and whenever he wanted. But at the very least, in this room, I want us to be able to express our views openly, without fear of reprisal. Now, if there are any constructive opinions you'd like to share with Her Majesty, I'd be happy to pass them on for you. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Leon,
Your Majesty?
when you two have thoughts and ideas of your own, please don't be shy about sharing them with us. The Queen's Knights are known for their artistry with a blade, but they also have much wisdom and insight to impart. Be wise and heed their words.
Dude, this freaking music. I love it
Yes,
so
I-
much. And Farid, he's such a good commander. Kyle left the party. Everything about this game, I want it so bad to be remade. I would love to see what this actually looked like, you know, fully redone, HD, everything. I would but keep the voice acting, I don't care, or bring him back, I don't know. Well, it's been so long, I mean, I don't know if you'd be able to get everybody back, but still, just, oh god, I love this game so much. Like, with such a fiery passion, it is so damn good. Now, yes, you could just go around talking to these, but I'm going to progress the story for us. And as so, you know, another cutscene and all that.
Hey, has anybody seen my brother in here?
I'm not here, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, brother! Oh, brother! brother!
Somebody's got a big brother complex going on here.
Yikes, quite a welcome there.
Gee, the princess sure is crazy about her big brother, huh?
Well, I'm a home limb. Hey, let go. No, I'm gonna be nice about it.
Oh, welcome back!
She'll just get all pissy at you
much.
if you choose the other one.
Princess! Did you find your brother?
Mia Keys. What up, G? How you doing?
Oh, my.
Yeah, she likes to tease the princess a lot about her weird, like, big brother complex thing going on here. Hello, Mia Keys.
Well, hello. Welcome home, Prince.
Thank you.
The two of you standing there like that, you look just like an armadillo father and daughter. Yep.
What? Armadillon? What's an armadillon?
Oh boy, there she goes with that nonsense again.
Did you mean armadillo? I don't know. Armadillo? What is an armadillon? I need to look this up. Hold on. Y'all can read that while I look up what an armadillon is. It keeps bringing up a Disney character for some reason. Oh well. But the character looked like a humanoid armadillo. Whatever, dude. Mia Keys, need I remind you, you're my bodyguard. You're not bad-mouthing me, are you? No, of course not, Your Highness. Was just imagining things. Grumbling. I don't know who this is. Things are never dull when you're around, Lim. Oh. Farid? Oh, Father, it's you. I thought he was just... oh, no, that's George. My bad. Annam. Me? You already came to see Father and didn't bother to come see me? How dare you? Yeah, see what I mean? She's feisty about everything. I don't... something with this complex she's got going on. Now, don't be so hard on your brother. Annam was looking for you too, you know. But, Father, I wanted to see him so bad. I thought she was going to say badly, and then I had to cut myself off there for a second. He's always off on some inspection or something these days. He's never around. He's probably going off someplace again tomorrow, isn't he? Well, not exactly tomorrow. He'll be here for a while yet. Well, okay, that's good at least. But you really keep Annam busy, don't you? Where's he going next? Well, where am I going? Since he just got back, I thought I'd wait a while to tell him, but I guess it couldn't hurt to let him know. Annam, I'll be sending you to Stormfist to check out the preparations for the Sacred Games. Okay, so... hold on. The Sacred Games? Oh, that big fighting tournament. The one that's going to decide who my husband's going to be. That? Well, yes. Your Majesty. Not quite on board with the idea, are you, Your Majesty? Of course not. She's far too young. But she's our nation's princess. It's her sacred duty. There's nothing we can do about it. Well, to be fair, Your Majesty wouldn't be here today if you hadn't won the last games. Hey, Annam, what about you? Would you hate it if I got a fiancé too? Well, would I? I guess you would have to put yourself into this kind of a situation. I'm no prince. I'm just some loser. I don't know. I guess it depends on how close you are. Me personally, right now, if I'm trying to put myself into this projection, am I trying to tease or I don't know? I'll say not really. We'll see what happens. What do you mean, not really? She was hoping for... Well, fine, whatever. You can get some pretty, actually good reactions, though, depending on what you choose. Anyway, I wonder who's going to win. What kind of man will the princess end up with? They're keeping the list of applicants over at the Senate. Not that I have any interest in reading it, mind you. Well, I want to see it. Don't you, Princess? I bet you do. Well, maybe I'm a little curious. Can I see? Me too, please. Everybody's just wanting to go see the applicant list. Then it's settled. Come on, Prince. Let's go. Okay, so, I have to go too. Okay, let's go, or else we'll never be able to progress through the story. Come on, let's go read about your future brother-in-law. Alright, we're off to the Senate Hall then. Kyle joined. Miyaki's joined. Lim's Leah. And, a sleepy old auntie will be joining very shortly. I heard what you were saying. Sounds like fun. Oh, Lady Cyalides, welcome back. Now, on Cyalides, I thought you were asleep in your room. I was, off in Dreamland, in my nice, warm, comfy bed, and then, all of a sudden... Where's Annam? That was you, wasn't it? Lim, Miyakis, You completely woke me up. Lady Sileads, let me clarify things. The princess was the one doing all the shouting. I was just there. Hey, Miyakis. What? That's true. Why, you... Well, isn't it kind of your fault, Aunt Sileads, sleeping in the middle of the day like that? Adam, Leon, and George just got back too, but you don't see them just lying around. Maybe your age is catching up with you. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Lim, your Aunt Sileads couldn't hear you so well just now. Could you please repeat what you just said? Eek. And then she runs behind me. I'm not gonna save you. Aunt Sileads is scaring me. You're the one who said it, dude. Alright, that's enough, Auntie. You started it, Lim. But what? Adam, you traitor. Well, Princess, you have to admit that was kind of rude what you said. Even if it's true, you don't really need to say it, you know? Oh, thank you very much, Miyakis. Why don't you teach us all some more about tact? Anyway, forget it. I'm awake now, whether I like it or not. You guys going to the Senate Hall to see the list of applicants. This is going a little slower than I thought it would. For the sake of games, right? I'll go with you. Nothing better than a day out with all these beautiful ladies and cute girls. Am I right, Prince? Less talking, more walking. Let's move it. Sileads joined. Told ya. Told ya. Okay, so now we're still trying to plow through the slog of the intro because it's very slow. Like, even when we're over in Stormfist and we're doing all these little side quests and things like that, that is still technically just the start of the game. All of this is just build up right here. So now if we head off in this direction, we can find a few chests like this one. Boom. I didn't see what that was because I double-clicked by accident. And then two dudes talking, okay. Oh, I can't see. Big dumb buildings in the way. Oh my god, I zoomed in way too much. Okay, so there's a Senate, but there should be a few more things just lying around. Maybe down here, possibly. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I was thinking of a different area. And nope. You gotta check all the spots. It's been so long since I've played. But I do know there's a few extras down in the big city area below, if you keep following down on that giant trail. Aha, there's the other. Magic something. I keep clicking too fast. His Highness. Her Highness, Lady Sileads. Why so many of you here at once? Is there some kind of an emergency? No, we're just being nosy. That's right. I see. I wouldn't call it nosy, Princess. We're talking about your future husband here. Right. The weird engagement, future husband, it all seems like some foreign language to me. Right. Sorry, well, as you probably overheard, we're on no official business whatsoever. Can we come in? Of course, please proceed. Wha-bam! Okay, so now we're gonna have to rush up the stairs because we decided to enter through the bottom area. Because I was looking for treasure. Don't blame me. Oh my, so many members of the royal family all together in a place like this. How unusual. Welcome. What's that? The list of applicants for the Sacred Games? I'm so sorry, Prince. The clerk in charge of this list is on a break right now. I'll send someone down to bring them back right away. If you could just wait a moment, Your Highness. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a speed run of talking to everybody in the building. Your Highness. So sorry, I'm so nervous. I'm used to talking to members of nobility, but not royalty. Okay, one down. Barrow's words are pleasant enough, but they're words and nothing more. That man cares only for his money, has bargains with arms, and the island nations bring him wealth. When he speaks of peace, he doesn't only for the good of his pocketbook. Between his backroom deals and his legions of mercenaries, he's a fraud, and a dangerous one at that. At least from this image quality that I can see on my monitor, it looked like an old hunched up lady, so that's why I gave her a weird voice.
Lord Bowers thinks of nothing but the games these days. No doubt he's hoping to position himself as the princess's guardian and regain some of his power.
Regain.
Would that counteract the good Godwin faction's pull in the Senate? Who knows? I know this, though. The games are only taking place now, while the princess is still so young because Bowers pushed for it.
In the simplest terms, the Senate is assembled from the heads of the major households. Lord Marskull Godwin and Lord Solomon Barrows are the two most prominent examples. The Senate itself is a form of political discussion. Its members pass recommendations to the Queen. Yes, the Senate's decisions are nothing more than recommendations you see. Of course, it's up to Her Majesty whether or not that those act on those recommendations. At least that's how it appears on the surface. In reality, Her Majesty can't ignore the decisions of the Senate. If Her Majesty ignored them, she'd only make enemies, numerous and powerful enemies. Arms has sent its minions to apply for the sacred games. So they plan to usurp our nation from inside, do they? By seizing the princess, hand in marriage? Such audacity, even for them. The Senate's in recess at the moment, but there's still important papers and things inside that need guarding.
Princess? And Lady Cyletes and His Highness and the Prince, too.
Oh, there's no need for that. Everybody at ease. Relax. Don't mind us, we're just passing through. Please, carry on.
Yes, Lady Cyletes.
Whoosh, and they rush off, I don't know why. There aren't many people here today, are there? I heard the Senate is in recess because of preparation for the Sacred Games. Guess most of the nobles are out on vacation. That just leaves a couple of officials here and there. Well, one of them's gotta have a list. Let's find it and go home. Or, hey, we could hang around here and gossip all day about who's backstabbing who. Yeah, it sounds like real life, doesn't it?
Boom. His Majesty Commander Farad is one of the greatest contestants in the history of the Sacred Games. Arshtat insisted that he be allowed to enter even though his background was a complete mystery. And he won purely on his own merits, without a gladiator or anyone else fighting for him. Then, in the arms invasion 8 years ago, he led us from the front lines, wielding a sword like a common soldier. That sort of gung-ho attitude has made him a hero among the people. But some members of the nobility certainly don't look upon him with such favor. Because they're assholes! Bro, Farad is a beast. He is so awesome. The Sacred Games will be held at the arena in Stormfist. So it's been since many, many years ago when Stormfist was the Queendom's city capital. When the capital moved here, instead the Sacred Games were all that stayed behind. These days, Stormfist is Godwin territory. Some worried themselves about that. Still, best not to upset the good Lord Godwin. Mum's the word and all. Okay, so that should be this whole area, right? This whole top area. Now we just have to go down and talk to everybody at the bottom because the person has yet to come back from their break or whatever. Yes, I know, it's quite a slog, but you gotta do what you gotta do. The Sacred Games are crucial in deciding Her Highness's future husband. It's always a tough competition, and it's open to any man in the world. Technically, anyone can win.
But the nobles can always afford the very best gladiators, and anyone who can't is all but doomed. Aside from your father, Highness, the winner has almost always been either a Godwin or a Barrows. Yes, so basically that's also another thing. Like they're trying to give you a little more backstory on what's going on, the history and stuff. Because as you already saw, your dad's just a straight up badass in this game. He wasn't just some top tier soldier and working for one of the nobles. He just signed up and on his own strength beat everybody. Basically, yeah, it's a gladiator type duel. Okay, so now these dudes. Your Highness, forgive me for being so blunt, but can I ask you a favor? Could you possibly recommend me for a transfer away from guard duty here at the Senate? I just can't stand watching all the senators at each other's throats all the time. Yap, 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 yap. I got you, man. No worries, I'll forget you very soon, though. It's easy to despise the nobility when you spend so much time at the Senate, but there are some good people here. I'm not so sure about the Godwin and Barrows factions at the moment, though. They're both away too drunk with power. Yes, they're pretty much top dogs when it comes to nobility in this area, which is quite unfortunate. So I don't see anybody else. Oh, you. Glad I went to circle. No, Leon, I didn't mean to talk to you, damn it. Waboom. The New Arms Kingdom is to the east of Helena. Much of Lord Barrow's territory is in the east of Helena, so they suffered a lot in the invasion 8 years ago. The Godwins' land is in the west, so they were relatively unscathed, you see. Now the Barrows faction is trying to improve relations with Arms, while the Godwins are getting them riled up. Ooh boy, we got some nobility drama going up in here. Alright, see if there's anything in here. Maybe that cutscene. I'm not sure if that's still... Nope, that's right now. Okay.
Oh, if it isn't the princess! A most fortuitous meeting. Yes, yes. And her Royal Highness Sire Leeds, and His Royal Highness the Prince. Oh, and I see Kyle is with you too.
Hello, Dr. Robotnik.
Such a pleasure to run into so many people that I usually don't get a chance to see. Oh, yes, indeed. I, Solemn Barrows, am a very lucky man today, if I do say so myself. Yes.
Hello. I guess.
Oh, my, Your Royal Highness, you do sound a tad fatigued, yes. Come to think of it, you and Her Royal Highness Sire Leeds just got back from an inspection visit. Did you not, sir? Oh, no wonder you're so exhausted then.
So, Lord Barrows, why have you graced us with your presence today? What business would bring a man of your stature all the way here? The Senate's in recess, after all.
A man of my stature? Oh no, oh my, you're far too kind. Indeed, though it's true I've been made the head of my faction, I'm little more than a glorified facilitator. And now that the Senate is out of session, I have to run about on little errands attending to trivial details.
Come on, Dad, hurry up. Let me say hello to the princess, too.
Ah, Yoram, my, sorry about that, son.
Greetings, everyone. I trust you are all well. I am Yoram Barrows, son of the great Solemn Barrows. Ah, fair princess, do you remember me, perchance?
Yes. We met a few times at the Sun Palace banquets, I think.
Oh, princess, you do remember me. My, I am truly the happiest man alive. And I, too, have never once, no, not for one day, no, not even for one moment, forgotten how you looked. And now, with the elegant object of my affection standing before me, oh, my heart is about to flutter away. Oh, princess, you are like a precious gem in the heavens that someone such as I could never ever hope to reach. But please, if you would just permit me to kiss that ever so lovely hand of yours, I...
Thank you,
That's
Mia
more
Keys.
than enough of that. Mia Keys?
Where'd you come
Just
from?
in time.
The only gentlemen allowed to touch the princess are His Majesty Ferret and His Royal Highness the Prince. If you still insist on doing so, you'd better be prepared for the consequences.
Consequences?
The waters of the Thetis River are really cold, you know.
Well, well, well. Dude, Mia Keys does not fuck around. She just like straight up was like, I'm gonna cut your throat if you touch the princess. I'm so sorry. Her beauty must have dazzled me so that I lost my wits. Please forgive me. But allow me this, your loveliness. Allow me to predict our future with all those present as our witnesses. I, Urim Barrows, will someday be the third man to touch you. What are you talking about? He speaks of the sacred games, princess. He's one of the applicants, you see. I see. Fierce competitors will gather from all over the country, from beyond its borders even, but I do not fear them. In your name, Princess, victory shall be mine. Well, you, must be stronger than you look. Can you really, swing a sword? Oh, Her Highness jests. A sword? Me? I'm no barbarian. We have found a mighty champion. He shall carve my way to your heart. My heart's got no place for a wimp like you. Wimp? What? Your Highness. You want to be my husband? Why don't you earn the right yourself like my father did? Hey, Lim, I understand how you feel, but... it's a long-standing tradition that one may have a representative compete in the tournament for him. Otherwise, noble Felena's royal family would be filled with barbarians who were good at only one thing, fighting. Not to call His Majesty Ferret a barbarian, by any means. Please don't misunderstand me. Princess, there's no need for such animosity. When Urim wins your hand, we'll be the one supporting you, backing you. You and I shall be allies. I'm sure you know of Her Majesty's difficulties with the Godwin faction. I'm a senator too, you know, and let us not mince words. Lord Godwin is a bloodthirsty maniac. He thinks only of wringing more taxes from the people, expanding our army, suppressing rebellion. And he would subjugate our neighbors with the Sun Rune itself, use it to rule the world. If we cannot hold back his lunacy, our enemies will multiply. Here and abroad, Felena will fall apart. But together, you and I can stem the tide of his madness. But that's only if Urim's champion can win the games. We understand each other, then, right? Oh, my. I must be getting old. All this rambling. You must be oh so weary of me. I should take my leave, then. Sir Kyle, young man, we expect great things from you. Yes, as you heard earlier, Kyle is a Queen's Knight, but he is originally from the Barrows family area, you know what I mean? Bleh. Yeah, thanks. Princess, we shall meet again, for such is our destiny. Later, taters! I'm so tired of all of a sudden. Sir Kyle, young man, what are we, best buds? That old man's too glib for his own good. Adam, Lynn, what'd you think? I can't quite disagree with him. I can't quite trust him. Me neither. He's too slick. He must have rehearsed that whole thing. He didn't mean one word of it. He just wants to use me, that's all. Well, if you're that sharp, we shouldn't have to worry about him. Really? But what if that boy's fighter wins the competition? Don't jinx it, Miyakis. But she's right, isn't she? If Urim wins, he'll be the next commander of the Queen's Knights after Farid. If that happens, I'm out. No way I'm serving under that guy. Let's just hope someone else out there steps up and wins the games. It's kind of a flawed system. You know what I mean? You start seeing like little plot holes in their own system. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And man, I've already been playing for a good chunk of time, it seems. So after we check out the competitors, that's where we'll end this off. Now, Your Royal Highness, the clerk in charge of the list is finally back. Please go on inside. Oh, I have to move him. Okay. Wasn't paying attention. Hello, hello! Y'all got that Narnia I asked for earlier? Oh, sorry. Good heavens, the princess and Lady Cyleades and His Highness the Prince, too! I'm so very sorry to have kept you waiting, Your Highness. Sorry, we should have warned you. Yep, we should have warned you. Definitely should have. It was just, all of a sudden we wanted to go here, and that's what we just did. Hear that, Miyakis? Yeah, we really should have been more considerate. Leon, what are you thinking? What? Me? Miyakis, be nice. Listen to your princess, Miyakis. Right, I hope we're not interrupting anything. Can we just see it, please? Yes, Lady Cyleades. Yes, Your Highness, right away. Right away? Look, you're taking as long as you can over there. We want to see it now. That's a huge book. Jesus. Whoa, quite a few of them. Let's have a look. How many entrants are there in all? Well, let's see. We have about 70 applicants here. Only 70? 70, that many? Whoa, you're really popular, aren't you, Princess? But is that really a good thing? I mean, what if they're all like Urim Barrows? Don't worry, Princess. He's one of a kind, if you ask me. After the final screening process and the royal family's approval, the final number of competitors ought to be about 30. So, what kind of suckers, brave warriors do we have? An ex-dragon cavalry soldier, a Lindworm mercenary, and even a disciple of Master Haya from Kanakan. Wow, what an amazing lineup! Oh. So he applied too, huh? Anything wrong, Lady Cyleades? Nah, I just found a name that brings back a few memories, that's all. See, Gazelle Godwin, Lord Godwin's son. Oh. Lady Cyleades. My ex-fiancé wants to marry my niece. This will be awkward. Fiancé? Oh, right, you were too little back then. What, you didn't know either, Leon? It's the first I've heard of it. But I thought the last Sacred Games were 16 years ago. They were, but those were from... Damn, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little tired. Those are for Arshtat, not me. She was the one in line for the throne. I didn't get any games. Oh. Anyway, it's ancient history. Let's not get all flustered over some petty political matchup from years ago. Besides, we were the ones who called it off. It wouldn't have worked out. I've seen Gazelle Godwin once or twice at banquets. He looked, well, much better than Urim Barrows, at least. He's a lot more intelligent, very cunning, and very dangerous. Him and Aunt Cyleades, huh? I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm telling you, it really doesn't matter anymore. Don't worry about it, okay? So, who's the man to beat this time? Pardon, Lady Sialides. That I really couldn't say, Your Highness. Probably either Gazelle or Urim. They can both afford really strong champions. You never know. Some commoner might come out of nowhere and save the day. Well, we'll find out if it happens. Remember what happened in the last Sacred Games. Everyone thought the finalists would have been Godwin or Barrows, and then, boom, along came Baird. Exciting, eh, Princess? I don't know. It still feels like it doesn't have anything to do with me. Like something out of a storybook. Thanks. I hope we didn't bother you too much. No, Lady Sialides, it was our pleasure. No bother at all. When the list is officially complete, we'll bring it to the Sun Palace right away. Good, please do that. Yes, Your Highness. Alright, there we go. That was the next giant little chunk of game that we had to get through. Because after this, we're going to do a little bit of exploring, then we're going to head off to Stormfist, check on the games. We're going to be exploring the whole Stormfist area, running around that city. There's a lot to do over there, so please bear with me next time we get on another episode of this. Because, as I mentioned before, that's going to be the more or less the starting point of easing out of this area of the prologue. Well, you know, just beginning of this story, I mean, and then actually getting into just the very first steps of it. I'm sorry, I'm incredibly tired, and my brain's trying to think right now. It's 4 in the morning, 4:24 in the morning, holy crap. But yeah, so it's just slow intro, but we're gonna get through it. So thank you all for watching. Hope you really enjoyed that episode. I certainly had a good time narrating that. That was a lot of talking, man. But what would you expect with a big old JRPG game of 60 plus hours, you know? So thank you all so much. Hope you had a good day or night.